Hello Rockstars, how's everyone going? Wait, I don't have a screen. Why do I not have the game on the screen? It's meant to come now. Okay, it kind of went to the side. Okay, we're dragging it back on. Okay, now we have a screen. That wasn't a technical issue at all. We had a good start to the stream, no problems. We fixed it within like a second. Hamzito, hey man, how are you going? Jabba, waiting, yes, no more wait, we are here. So let's just refresh the screen once more. I just connected, but I'm refreshing it again because I'm gonna play from the tab again today. Now the reason why I'm playing from the tab, it's a lot easier for me to control my marches. So that's why we're playing from the tab. Okay, now, what's happening with our KvK? Let's have a look. So for a long period today, we didn't actually have the pass. So fire woke up. I mean, is that fire? Yes, that's fire. So fire woke up and they took the pass. And then we took it back. We did burn their fortresses last night though, as in like we started burning. As you can see, they're repairing. But then this morning they came back in big numbers. Good on them. And they have managed to since kind of keep us within the pass. So we're just fighting just outside the pass, but not in great numbers. Chilsey, good morning Ladus. Hey man, morning to you as well. So what's happening on the right hand side? So by the way, we were fighting at 8 AM, 8:30 AM our time yesterday, and since then I actually haven't done anything. So I'm just checking the other side. It looks like 33 still has a good chunk of presence, but then 21 is kind of standing in their territory. In terms of the fortresses, so it's top versus bottom, just confirming again guys. So top as in fire and earth, and then bottom is wind and water allied. So they do have, our allies do have 2 fortresses burning, but they're like the farm alliances. So their main fortresses I think are still alright. I want to say they're still alright. Yep. So that's one of the main ones that's still alright, and the other main one is still alright. But then when you see the farm ones burning, you kind of know the pressure is coming. And speaking of the pressure, as you can see, lots of pressure from 21. I want to say 33 has similar numbers though. By 33 I mean wind. Now I just went to gather my rune, so the rune gatherer is coming back. Kai, watching from Philippines. Hey man, welcome to the stream. Eris Rock, hello Ladus. What device do you playing on right now? So I'm playing on a Samsung Tab S6. So Samsung Tab S8 came out, I think, or 8 is just about to come out. So this is not even the latest one, but then it still runs pretty smoothly. I like it more than the PC version. I kind of get lost with the PC version a bit. There's nothing wrong with the PC version, it's more to do with my gameplay. Like I'm not just good at it, I guess. Okay, now when we are taking out our marches, we need to make sure we clear the hospital. So let's clear the hospital. Hospital is pretty full. We're not doing good with our speed up, so speed up's very low. And then when it comes to our resources, as you can see, resources not that great either. RoK, it's performing well. Wow, yeah, it's actually pretty good. So if I try to stream from the tab directly, then it doesn't do as well. So I have the tab connected to a laptop, and then the laptop is doing the stream and I'm doing the playing on the tab. Okay, now what else do we need to do? We need to put our boosts on. So our 10% boost is still on. Yep, we got still 6 more hours, and I'm definitely not going to be fighting for more than 6 hours. Now I need to put the army capacity boost on as well. Let's put the army capacity boost. Where is it? 50% boost. Yep, expansion I mean. Okay, now sadly I need to do the refresh thing again, so that's one of the things that I have to do often. So there's a paid version. I think you can spend like $200-300, and then you don't have to go through what I'm doing, as in refreshing the connection between the tab and the laptop every now and then. I'm using a software called Visor. So what Visor does is it lets me kind of stream from the stream the screen, or share the screen of the tab with the laptop, and then the laptop is doing the streaming. Okay, now let's take our marches out. Okay, so we're gonna go with the exact same marches that we were using yesterday. So we got Pakal Herald, and then we are going to take out Guan and Alex. Hey Jack, hey man, how are you going? And then we're gonna take out our support march, Trajan and Mulan. And then we're gonna go with Amani and Artemisia. And then we are going to go out with, so Gilgamesh Nebo. I don't think I'm gonna okay, let's see. Is there a chance I'm gonna be rallying today? I don't think there's a big chance that I'm gonna be rallying today. We don't have the field presence to rally with Nebu at all. I mean, not Nebu, Gilgamesh at all. So what I'm gonna do is what I did yesterday as well. So I'm gonna take the equipment of Gilgamesh and put it on Nebu. Where is Nebu? Okay, Nebu gets to wear that, and I'm gonna change the march to Gilgamesh Nebu as well. So YSG comes in, because if I'm taking the Gilgamesh out, it's not that he's bad, he's alright in field, but then I don't get to use YSG, and you do want to use YSG, right? Because YSG is still an OP commander for field. Now speaking of OP commanders, we did the infantry commander pairing guide the other day, and that was pretty well received. So today I did the archer version of the same video, I guess. So we'll be uploading that tomorrow. So I just made the raw video, so I kind of have to, you know, polish it up a little bit, make it a little shorter. So I'm trying to keep all my videos as short as possible. I have a tendency of talking way more than I need to. So that's where that kind of comes in, as in do the video and then try to take out. So when I made the video, it was like 12 minutes. And then I'm going to try to make it within like 6 minutes, like make it half, so that you get the important content fast without having to, you know, see through something for longer. Kai Kamusta Java, is that like morning welcome something? Your resources look low. Hey man, yeah, I'm kind of living through the packs or the resource cards, so I got no resources. I'm just living through the cards. Every time I get wounded, every time I fight a little bit, I need to open packs. So that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of fighting cautiously, because if you think about it, this zone doesn't really mean anything, the zone where we are fighting now. When I say it doesn't mean anything, I mean obviously it's nice to take it. What I mean is Kings, I need to have some resources and speed ups for Kingsland. So, and it's not like if we get rid of them from here, they don't get to go to Kingsland or anything. Okay, so guys, we are gonna start fighting now, and I'll keep an eye on the chat as well. So there's a marker that says meet and push. Now guys, there's a little bit of a delay that obviously I had to add to the stream, just because, you know, people could be kind of stream sniping. Not that I think there's much to snipe, it's just a open field fight that we're doing. It's not like we're doing a secret fortress somewhere or anything. Ooh, March is going way too deep. So don't go way too deep. Don't go way too deep. You don't have the resources to heal. Don't go way too deep. Come back. Now this is a good point where if you're in a situation like me where you don't have enough resources, you should try to make your marches tanky. You'll get a little less kills obviously, but then at the same time you probably have to live with less of a hospital bill. So when I refresh next time, I'll try to make my marches a bit tankier. Well, some of them are quite tanky already, but some of the other ones we can probably make a bit tankier. Now there's quite a few dead marches, not dead marches, quite a few ghost marches here. For example, that Guan is like way into their area, but for some reason on my screen it says the Guan is there, so every time I'm trying to hit the Guan, I'm walking all the way back. So why do I have the screen flicker on? Because I'm a noob? Yes, I am. Now let's get rid of that. Okay, let's have a read of chat as well. This is Jack watching the stream because no RSS to fight. Jack, I'm gonna join you. So how about you stream tomorrow and I can watch yours tomorrow because I'm kind of out of resources as well. By the way, Jack, you're loaded. You can support having 4 wives, so I'm sure you can support 1 T5 account, or actually 2 T5 accounts that you have. You live in UAE, so there's no poor people in UAE. Not someone who lives there, I mean. Okay, Manila Akopre. Man, I don't know what you're saying. YSG is still boss. Eris Rock, yes, YSG is boss baby. That was random comment, boss baby. So that kind of came to my mind because my daughter and my son, both of them are watching boss baby all day now because it's school holidays. So they have control over the remote, or they are controlling the remote control. Like what am I trying to say? Anyways, they get to watch TV. I don't get to watch TV because it's school holidays. Kai, maximum legendary commanders, please. Haha. Maximum legendary commanders. Like I'm playing with all legendary. In Season of Conquest, you really can't play with epics. Now, I kind of feel like I'm playing a little too cautiously. Like if you have a 150 million whale playing cautiously, that's kind of embarrassing. But then the truth is, I'm a fake whale, as in I actually don't spend as much as someone 150 would. I used to spend a lot, not anymore, which is why the speed ups and resources are kind of running low. Like with the resources, I have 14 farms that I normally play with, that I normally farm with, but then now because of YouTube there's hardly any time to actually log in to your farms. So I am probably mostly gonna stand in our territory, and unless there's a big push kind of going out, I'm not gonna try to be adventurous and push out too much, just because I can't resource wise. Now don't go too far, come back in again. Jabba, Sansu with YSG as free to play. Sansu with YSG, yeah, definitely good first 2 KvKs. Even the third one you can probably use, but then Season of Conquest, when Crystal Tech and all of that comes in, it's kind of hard to use epics, just because not that they're bad commanders, but it's to do with the perception. Say for example, XY is a good commander, right? But then as soon as you see XY on the field, obviously you're gonna target the XY. So based on how everyone else plays, it makes the epics obviously bad, because as soon as you see an epic, obviously everyone's just gonna go for it. Jabba, focus on YSG and Alex at first 3 KvKs. Yes, that's good advice. Definitely do that. Jabba, Dapt A say top L. Okay, that's not English. Okay, Kai, that's not English. I can't read other languages, man. I mean, I actually can read Arabic, but then I don't know what I'm reading. Like, I can just pronounce it, I guess. Okay, Jabba, no. Uh, what's happening? I can't read anything on my own chat. Now, that's alright, guys. I don't mind, like, you know, whatever language you're cool with, but if you need me to reply, then I kind of need to read it in English. Okay, so far how's my fighting going? I am very often going too far into their territory, so not really playing that great. Should be smarter, should be staying in territory. Now some of my marches need a refresh. Actually, you know what, since we are refreshing, should I refresh all of them? Okay, this is shocking, by the way, guys. Look at that. So every single of my non-cav marches kind of got targeted, and the cav ones didn't. This is really weird, because usually it's my cav marches that just die. Ooh, there's a Trajan just standing there, so I was gonna refresh, but let's try to touch the Trajan a little bit. And then there's the Guan kind of coming in as well. Now the Guan's going back. Okay, well, this is gonna keep happening, but then if I get greedy, then I'm gonna get a dead march. Okay, so we got someone rallying with XY. What are we rallying? So this, like yesterday we were rallying this and we were rallying that. Now speaking of rallies yesterday, so if by yesterday I mean like 8-9 hours ago, maybe 10 hours ago, I actually lost track of time. So Jabba, sorry Ladus, it's Filipino. Jabba, don't have to be sorry, feel free to chat in whatever language you like. Johnny Teo, is Alex YSG still relevant for SOC? Not really, man. I mean, it's a good march, but not to a point where you should be using it in Season of Conquest. I mean, you can if this is your first Season of Conquest, then yeah. Watch report. Okay, yeah, reports, that's what I was gonna kind of check. Now Pakal Herald, obviously you get good trades, but I actually wanted to show you guys the rally reports from yesterday, I mean earlier today. But let's go through these reports, and then what we'll do is when we are taking the marches out again, I will try to make them a little tankier. Like I'll get a lot less damage, but maybe a little tankier. So guys, with the open field reports, I mean when you're fighting in ruins, then it kind of makes sense, like you're using one march, but this is like all over fighting random AoE, so none of them kind of means anything. Let me show you the other reports, not system favorites. Okay, so this is the rally that kept me going on for like an hour. So when the rally started, I said, okay, when this rally finishes, we are going to close the stream. And then look how long that rally kind of went for. Oh my god, it's a full hour, right? Yeah, it's a full hour. So 1 hour long rally, and quite a big power loss on both sides. The Pakal Herald did a little bit better than the Zenobia, but then you know what, it wasn't Zenobia all the time. Like, it just shows you the first commanders. For half of it, it was actually what's it called, Amanitore and Artemisia. But then again, that Amanitore and Artemisia, even though they're really good, that specific one didn't do that good, just because they had mixed troops. So Zenobia and YSS, obviously you can get away with mixed troops, but then when it comes to Amanitore and Artemisia, it kind of doesn't like mixed troops. Now there were rallies and counter rallies and counter rallies on the counter rallies and counter on the counter of the counter. So this kind of went on for a very long time. So that's one of the counter rallies, and I was rallying that counter rally, and I should have a report of that somewhere. So no, that's my rally to the thing. No, that's not it. This is probably it. No, actually I don't think I saved that. Yeah, no, I didn't save that. Shit, should have saved that. That would have been like fun. So on the same target, we kind of did try to go with Gilgamesh and Nebu, but then Gilgamesh and Nebu, because we didn't have full control of the... this is from before. Okay, this is yesterday. So we didn't have full control of the field, so that's why Gilgamesh kind of didn't do that great. Okay, so we were talking about making my marches tanky, right? So the first one, Pakal Herald. Now some people say that I can consider keeping the Pakal but then changing the Herald so that people can kind of get confused and think that Pakal is already tanky and not hit. I kind of don't really like that. What I like though is, say for example, in this case, if I'm trying to be tanky, I can actually take a Leo. But then why I don't like taking the Leo, I'm actually going to do it just for this time. But then the reason why I normally don't like taking the Leo is because the Alex expertise. So the Alex expertise makes the target take more damage. You know what? As I said, I just can't use a Leo. I mean, I can use a Leo. I can't leave the Alex out. Alex to me is too important. Hey, how come my second march is 422 and the first one is 404? Oh, because I upgraded the one of the resets. What's it called? Call to arms. So I need to save the bigger marches. Or rest of them I did. I just didn't do the first one. Okay, so as much as I wanted to make it tanky, I couldn't live without Alex, so I didn't. This I can't. I mean, I can take a Constantine, but then I like the Mulan because of the march speed that it gives all the marches, and then at the same time, how come you didn't come up? At the same time, the impact that Trajan has for the rage, this is quite tanky. I don't need to make it any more tanky. Nebu YSG, again, match made in heaven, so you kind of don't break it up. So these are the marches I kind of don't like. So Saladin is not that tanky. Like because once upon a time he used to be very tanky, we kind of still have the feeling that he's tanky, but he's really not. Now can I change that? I can change that. Can I change that? So that's one of the marches that I would want to change if I could, and then definitely this one as well. This is the opposite of tanky. So what, should I take Attila Takeda out maybe then? Okay, Attila Takeda and XY Williams, since I don't have Nevsky. Yeah, actually I think I don't know, then I'm not gonna get any kills. This is what happens, guys. Like, you want to make your marches tanky and then you kind of get sad about how you're gonna fight for a while and have no kills to show for, and that's why you go with the more attacking marches, as much as that may not be wise. Dark green, no sound. Guys, you can hear me talk, right? Or am I talking? Jabba, yeah. Goodbye, man. Yeah. Come back when you're free. No pressure. Guys, dark green got me scared. What do you mean by no sound? I can hear the music, I can hear in-game sound, I can obviously hear my annoying voice talk as well. Can you guys not hear me at all, or what's happening? I'll just refresh again. That's not to do with the sound, I'm just doing the refresh so that my thing catches up. Just explaining again, tab connected to laptop and I have to refresh every now and then. Otherwise, over time, there's a lag that gets created. Dark green! Why did you get me scared, man? Can you not hear me? I just heard Saladin talk. Okay. We can hear everything? Okay, good. Thank you, Dhruva. Alright. So today, there's few other things we have to do as well. Now it doesn't look like... Oh my god, so out of position, so out of position. I'm gonna get like 3 dead marches now. Ah! How did that happen? Okay, 1 dead march. 1 dead march. Nah, Saladin died. Yeah, that's sad. So that's if you do that, that's how your hospital kind of gets full, and then you can't fight in Kingsland anymore. So what do we do with the Saladin? Do we actually bring Attila Takeda? Because that happens with Saladin all the time. But then, like, changing the Saladin and using XY, it just doesn't make sense, right? Even though the XY is kind of doing alright. Now that's a sign. See how I was kind of saying, I need to go for the Alex, and then the Alex and Saladin, the 2 marches that we were thinking about changing, as in using Attila there, and using, what's his name, Leo there. Those are the 2 marches that kind of came back half dead. Or one of them is full dead. Johnny Tio, I have Alex YSG expertise, Saladin 5551. What to be the best priority next? I'm free to play, unlock T5 in a week. Okay, so you got the good stuff done. Free to play, you have Alex YSG and Saladin all done, and you're going T5 in a week. Which KvK are you in? Are you KvK 1, 2, 3, or are you Season of Conquest? Because the commander choice will kind of depend on that, right? Now what are we actually doing? I know we did a rally, which kind of didn't do that great. We rallied a city. We didn't rally the forts. I don't think we are planning to rally the fort like right now. Morningstar Gaming, are you migrating to 2581? Not whilst they're in KvK, early KvK. So migrating backwards is probably not a... Well, I did that couple times, and now I'm gonna take out the word probably from it. Going back in KvK 2 and KvK 3, definitely not a good idea in my eyes. Because then you fall back on commanders, and then there are key commanders that you don't have. Because all of a sudden you get all these commanders, access to all these commanders, but you missed out on the regular wheels and MGs, so that kind of doesn't work. The graphic looks very bad. Does it? It's a little worse than what it would be, what it used to be compared to our previous streams. So in previous streams we were using what's it called, the PC version. but then now I'm trying to play on the tab, and then the tab is connected to the laptop. So if you're watching on a phone, for example, you actually shouldn't be able to tell much of a difference. If you're watching from a PC, maybe you can, then not maybe, then you can definitely tell the difference. Shouldn't be that bad though, because I'm looking at the output myself on the computer. It kind of looks semi alright. John Teo, now I'm in KvK 3. I mean, not John Teo, Johnny Teo, I'm in KvK 3. Okay. You know what's the best thing you can do in KvK 3 commander investment wise if you're free to play? You can make sure that you're not investing in anything. So in KvK 3, like you're so close to Season of Conquest, you might as well just wait till you're in Season of Conquest. You get the gold heads, because then you get commanders that you can get more use out of. So the better commanders come in Season of Conquest. So say for example now, if you have Alex and YSG maxed already and Saladin 5551, then there's only one other commander that's even worth talking about, and that's Tomiris. So you can invest in Tomiris if you want, but then Tomiris is good for when you have like 6 marches maybe, or 7 marches, but up until then it's not like it's not gonna say it's not good, but then you got other like better options that does more damage. Like by going for Tomiris, you're being a really good team player, but it's not gonna give you a lot of kills. Like it'll debuff the target, everyone will get that benefit, so you will be like loved. But then it's probably not the best idea. Adam Brahimi, mate, as I said, I can read a little bit of Arabic, as in I can kind of try to pronounce what you type, but then I wouldn't even know what that means. So I'm just gonna say thank you for being on chat, and I love your participation. Speaking of participation, if you are enjoying the action that you can see in front of you, then definitely drop a like, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do, because for new content creators, small YouTube channels such as ours, we really appreciate the support. Otherwise sometimes it feels like, why am I doing this, or what am I doing, and kind of get depressed, and you know, so support much appreciated. That kind of tells us we should keep going and keep making content, and then it's all free for you guys. Okay, Saladin went too far forward. Saladin is coming back home dead again. Ooh, no, he got a little health. Okay guys, I'm gonna do the full proper tanky marches now, since the hospital bill is getting too costly. Okay, let's try a tanky version. See how the message says hospital is full. Adam, I'm Arab. Hey man, I got my Arab friend on chat as well, my other Arab friend Jack. If you know what Adam is typing, then feel free to talk to him in Arabic. Yahya, he said your content is great. Oh man, thank you Adam, love your comment. AK Hans, could you show us killing of alliance kills? Yeah, so we go there, we go ranking, and we look at alliance kills. So Vinny is our campmate, they got the highest, and then our allies on the right hand side, they got the second highest. Oh wow, Vinny is like double compared to the other ones. Okay, so we are really lucky with our campmate. GB33 is our allies as well, but the alliance that's playing like extraordinarily good is that one, Alpha 621. On the right hand side, they got like very good control of the situation. Wolfpack is decent as well. So Alpha and Wolfpack, they're in the same camp. I don't know whether they're the same alliance. 1657 is who we are fighting, and our main alliance is in 6th. So there you go. That's alliance kills. Now my marchers came back. Okay, let's be tanky. Now the first thing I can do tanky wise, because I'm taking 3 marches with a lot of infantry, I'm kind of thinking I should go for the infantry health skin. So 3 infantry marches, and what it takes off is cav defense. That's not great, is it? Now what about this other one? So this is like the knockoff version of the 8% defense skin, the dynastic warrior, the one that I couldn't get because I went for the infantry version, I mean infantry MG. So maybe we can use this. So this got a little bit of a healing as well, and we're healing quite a bit now. Okay, so now I'm not gonna get greedy, not gonna get confused. Every march let's try to make it tanky. Okay, Leo, you get to play again for a little bit. Okay, so that's a little bit tankier. Now Leo probably won't get to play anymore when CPO comes, but we don't have CPO anymore. Now you're gonna make it tanky. Now how about that? That makes it a lot more tanky. This is a pretty bad march, to be honest, but I like Mulan too much. Okay, no, we said we are gonna make it tanky. So let's go tank. This is like tanky. It is pretty tanky as well. I mean, not really tanky, but that's all right. Okay, cav marches. So I need to take equipment of XY. I don't want to use XY right now. I'm gonna move into Attila Takeda. So XY gives up the equipment. Is Attila Takeda ready? Do I have that kind of saved equipment set on Attila? Wow, I almost do. No, actually Attila is better with the set. Rather than that, I like Attila with the set, so that's how Attila is gonna come out. So see guys, Attila Takeda still has a play in Season of Conquest. I mean, not for real whales who have better marches, but for people like me who doesn't have all the commanders max. Now, here, so am I gonna pretend that Saladin is tanky, or do I have a better option? Now let's go through my options. What can I do? There's one other march that I can kind of bring out, which is Gilgamesh and Tomiris. That's something I saw 1365 do a lot. Monte, Ladus, where is your daughter? Daughter's sleeping, man. It's past 12 midnight our time. So I actually, but then the problem is I don't have archer gear at all. Like I have 2 really good archer gear. By really good I mean one one gold and 1 purple. They're already used. I don't have the 3rd archer gear. So that's the other problem. Like if you try to make all marches infantry, cavalry, or something like that, you're gonna have a trouble with your equipment. This is where it gets kind of stretchy. I don't know how people kind of say like, I'm an archer player, I got all the archer marches. Do they not run out of equipment, or am I doing something wrong with my equipment? I think the only problem with this is the Saladin. It's not a bad march, but then the Saladin's gonna go way forward and he's gonna die again. But then there's like nothing I can do. Who am I not using? Can I make one more infantry march with maybe Alex? Because Charles, Alex, Richard? No, Richard, never. Not that I'm saying Alex and CPO is something I'm gonna use, but just saying if I had CPO already, then I could probably take out. No, equipment. The problem is equipment. So I have to take at least 1 cav march out or in this case 2 if I'm making sense. Okay guys, too much thinking. Fighting is gonna get over by the time I stop thinking. Okay, let's refresh the screen again because there's a little bit of a lag coming in again. So I just refreshed, so you're not gonna see anything for like 1 second. Now we are back again. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Now there's quite a few events we have to do as well. Do you understand what Saladin says? Okay, let's see what Saladin says. I don't know what Saladin says, but thank you for saying that, because when I was looking at what Saladin says, I realized I haven't put 2 equipments on Saladin. So I'm gonna put the 2 equipments, so every other match is coming out. Saladin's gonna take a while to come out. Now, there was quite a few events that we had to do as well, right? Let's have a look at the events. What have we got? Golden Kingdom, that's gonna take half an hour. Oh. Like these events, they shouldn't come during KvK. Kerouac, that's gonna take like an hour. So hour and a half, we gotta do these 2 events. Oh, that's it actually, right? Yeah. Okay. That's finished. Okay. Is there anything? Oh, Saladin. So rest of the marches are getting there. Let's put Saladin's equipment. I'm actually thinking about I should make one more purple set of for archers. If I have one more purple set, then I can get Gilgamesh and Nebu out. No, not Nebu, Gilgamesh and Tumiris out. But then as much as I can live without the Saladin, I can't live without the William. William is that important. Oh my god, a lot is happening here and I'm just standing there. I got 6 marches so I can fight. I don't have to wait for the 7th. Where is the 7th though? Here, come. Okay, Ethelfled, and go for the Ethelfled. If you see an Ethelfled, you go for the Ethelfled. If you see the Salah, oh my god, I went too far again. Oh, too far, too greedy, too far. Face reveal. Yeah, we can. I mean, I don't have a especially special face where I have to hide it or show it, but yeah, we can. I need to buy like a proper setup for streaming, and when I say buy, I mean like a laptop, not laptop, like a PC, proper gaming PC, and then what's the other thing called? Webcams and all that. So I'm kind of using stuff that people usually have at home rather than having dedicated equipment. So yeah, we'll do that. Bro, try Chandragupta and Nevsky, it's so good. Monty, man, it is so good, but then I have Chandra at 5511, I think, and I may be the only human being playing Rise of Kingdoms who hasn't put any skills on Nevsky yet. And that's not because I don't want Nevsky, that's to do with I had a half done XY, so I thought I kind of finish XY before I go into Nevsky. And then I was kind of into Pakal Herald, and then I was into Amanitore and Artemisia, so there were like few different things that I went for, and that's where not spending enough kind of comes in. So I lost out on the chance to go into Nevsky. I mean, not lost out, there's still chance, so I will. It's just I haven't managed to yet. And that's one of the other reasons why my cav marches, like I get confused with my cav marches as in what to do and what not. So at the moment I got 2 marches that people are definitely not gonna target. One of them, ooh, like as soon as I said no one's gonna target, I noticed that the Attila Takeda has the least health. But you know why that happened? Because at that point Attila Takeda was the only cav march I was using, so he was obviously getting a little bit too forward for his own good. I mean, he's tanky, doesn't mean he's immune to getting hit. Rich Bellico, good morning, bro. Have fun. Hey, man. We are kind of having fun. Good to have you here. Why did you say have fun? Are you leaving or are you staying? Stay. We need our members to stay and show off their member badges and emojis and stuff like that. Speaking of emojis, I think I finally did that thing with Nightbot where it doesn't what's it called, delete messages with emojis anymore. Like the default setting in Nightbot is like crazy. I was on the default setting, and then as soon as you put like more than 2 emojis, it kind of deletes your message. So I think they're for like bigger sort of players, I mean bigger sort of streamers where there's a lot of people spamming a lot of things. But in our case, we have 47 viewers concurrent, and that's like an achievement already. I think the highest we ever hit was 80. But that was the 1365 KvK, I think, and that's a much bigger KvK. So naturally, oh my God, Rich Bellico, message deleted. Nope. Oh, Streamlabs did it now. Oh no, links. Yeah, I didn't take off the links. I only took off the, what's it called? Actually, you know what? I can put a setting. I saw a setting there. I'll do it after stream. There is a setting there where I can kind of put a waiver for members so that members can put things on, like links and whatever. I put that because I heard that, like I didn't experience it. Not heard that, I actually saw it happen to streamers, where there's like bot attacks and things where people just spam links and all that. So that's why I kind of went with the default, but I'm slowly taking off some of the default settings. Adam 2603, I'm from a kingdom. Okay, 2603. Oh, that's a new kingdom. So you're going through KvK 2, are you? That's fun. KvK 1 and 2 is really fun. Speaking of fun though, my free-to-play account is in 2581. 2581 is kind of doing good, but then the 4 kingdoms that are allied, like the alliance that we are part of, that's not doing that great. Is this account is your main? I thought your main account is in 1365. 1365 is the alt, bro. So 1365, I spend $5 on Crystal Tech and that's it. So I don't spend anything else other than the $5 on Crystal Tech, and then I have no farm accounts there. So when you see me fight in 1365, like you can compare me to a casual player, a farm account PvE player. You can even, like, you can't just call me free to play because I do spend the $5, but then the amount of crystals you get, like more active free-to-play players can probably farm that. And in that account, all I got is 5511 commanders, so nothing kind of max there other than YSG. Not even Alex is maxed, I think. So the whole fight that we're doing here, because you know how we are not pushing in, they're kind of not pushing in. So why are we still doing it? Well, because if we don't do it, then say for example, if all of us think that, oh, okay, well, this is pointless, so I'm just gonna go home. If we all of us do that, then they're gonna push it, and if our enemies do that, then we will push in. So you kind of, as much as nothing's kind of happening now, you kind of stay here and grind for a little bit, and that way you make your opponents a little bit weaker, and that's when you can kind of go in. Now I'm being adventurous again, am I? No, don't cross that purple line, stay within the purple line. Think about your hospital situation and stay within the purple line. Actually, speaking of hospital, did I clear it last time? Hey, I got scared. Am I gonna get... I forgot whether I cleared. I think I did. I don't remember though. Okay, let's kind of clear. Don't be in doubt when it comes to hospital. Is it full? No, it's not. But look at my resources. There's like nothing there. Deadly, try playing with dots since you seem to be lagging a bit. What do you mean dots? I got simplified. What if Baba and you will face on field, and what will you do? Well, I'm gonna ask him whether he can give me an account overview so that I can bring that account to you. And then if he says no, then I'm gonna say, you know what? How about this? Good Father is way ahead of kills compared to you. So how about I let you fight me and you get more kills and still give us that account overview. Try to do it when you are not busy in field. Or show us the map. Yep, I'll show you the map. But then I just need to do the healing first. No RSS. Yeah, man, no RSS. Now let's have a look at the map. Okay, so it's fire plus earth versus water and wind. So top versus bottom. So on the left hand side we have the zone, what's it, this is zone 4, this is zone 5. So we have zone 5 and we are fighting for zone 6 now. Usually no one gets zone 6, as in even the weaker KD kind of keeps it zone 6, but then on the right hand side it just got countered. So our enemy camp earth got control of it and our allies kind of got pushed out of that zone. So top versus bottom wise, it's still very fairly balanced and it looks like it's going to be an interesting, I think, Kingsland. Now in terms of fighting, Earth has come in and kind of burnt a little bit, but those are the farm alliances fortresses, but the main fortresses are still there, and it looks like at the moment our allies has kind of pushed up to the pass and they're rallying the pass. By the way, earlier we lost the pass as well. For a while today we didn't even have the pass. So the enemies we are fighting now, fire camp, they're pretty decent. They lost their first zone quite fast. It kind of feels like they didn't fight for that zone enough. But then for this zone, they're obviously being pretty good. Okay, I need to do that refresh thing again. I just have to remember to do that refresh thing. So the connection between the tab and the PC, unless I do what I'm doing, I just did just then, it, like what I'm saying versus what you see, kind of get disconnected a little bit. We got a new subscriber, Gian Dave. Thank you for your subscription, man, much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the content. Because we're in KvK, and saying that, I feel like I'm always in KvK, because if you have accounts in 3 different kingdoms, then you kind of don't have a choice but to be in KvK, right? So as long as we are fighting in KvK, we are going to be doing live streams, and when we don't fight in KvKs, that's when we focus on the guides, tips type videos. Speaking of guides and tips, recently we did the infantry commander pairing guide. So I want to call it the ultimate infantry pairing guide. It's not that fancy, but then it will help you make some of your infantry commander investment and pairing decisions. And then I just finished making the archer version of it today, so I haven't posted it yet. So I just need to make it a little shorter. It's 12 minutes now, and my aim is to keep all videos under like 5 minutes. because there's a lot of fluff that comes in when I get to talk for no reason. Say for example right now, this is okay, like in a stream you don't have to think too much, you're just meant to kind of talk about what's happening and, you know, life in general, I guess. Mironov, on the siege topic, are they good in Canyon with siege commander and gear? Well, not really, actually. I mean, so with Matilda and John, I think, or someone else, Matilda and Tamara, I don't know. So with, I know Matilda is there somewhere. So with Matilda, sometimes in Canyon, people do a siege march. It's kind of okay, but then if you think about it, if you have other higher damaging commanders or more tanky commanders, siege naturally has low stats. Now even with those commanders giving a boost, it doesn't make it like good quality in general. Like you can do it if you don't have other commanders, and that's kind of decent, but you're better off doing pairings with proper commanders. Baba is on 1556 now, sir. Monty, did Baba actually go to 1556? Like, I haven't been checking on what's happening with the world in general. So is Baba in 1556? Well, that's great. Did not know that. I was like this close to going to 1556 once before, and then I actually gave it a massive thought about going to 1556. I have quite a few friends in 1556, so like for Goodfather and Saz. But then I got Prince of War here, who is the king here, and I played like 2 KvKs here before, and I kind of like playing with these guys. So say for example, if I wasn't a friend to Prince, I would be going there right now, as in dropping this KvK halfway through and still going there. But I don't think I will. I can take maybe M's account there, but then M doesn't play enough herself, so I don't think I should. I don't know. We'll see. Check WLF past 7. Okay, yeah, we will. Ooh. As I said that, I went too deep, and Saladin is dying. Is Saladin dead? Saladin is dead. Okay. I don't know whether I'm ever gonna be better than this, as in as soon as I'm trying to read chat, then I kind of lose control of the marches, and it is a little bit of a lag as well, so everything combined, like it's kind of sad. Wait, Attila Takeda is back. Oh, Attila Takeda we got back. Who is meant to? Saladin. I need to send Saladin out. Okay, we'll check the pass as soon as we get Saladin out. Okay, so I'm in a defensive kind of position now, so we can go and check the other pass. Let's see what's happening. Where is it? Here. Ooh. So this obviously makes us happy because we got our allies pushing all the way to the pass. So the enemy is not on this side, the enemy is on the other side. By enemy, I mean I got friends in 1621 as well, so I mean opponents. So one of the moderators, one of the main moderators on our Discord is the king from 621, Echidna. So he's fighting there. Jadviga. So there's a rally, there's a counter rally. Is there a rally on the counter rally? Now I need to send my other march. So how about we just do this so that we can kind of switch between the two. Now I need to send my other march. And then we'll go have a look as well. Because it's not like we're rallying here. And it's more fun looking at rallies. I mean, not just more fun, it's at the moment I'm getting into a stage where I can only rally and garrison because I got troops, but I got no resources. And pretty low on speed ups. So I didn't need to zoom out, I could have done this. So let's go have a look. I wish I had this time where I can go and spectate other KvKs. Like just like what we're doing. This is in the same KvK, but you know how I'm kind of spectating but not fighting. But then there's no time because you gotta fight yourself as well, right? Because this is relaxing. When I'm doing this, I'm not stressed, I'm not worried about my marches, I'm generally a little happier and I can read the chat, interact and all that. Yes, Baba, he is sick at 1636. Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy for Baba and I'm happy for 1556. Baba wants to win an oil. Yeah, I mean is he the biggest power now or is it someone else? I think he's still the biggest power, right? So yeah. But then is 1556 good in oil? 1556 is a strong KvK KD. I just don't know whether they're good in oil. I don't think they are they? More else. What's the fight? Both sides are cowards. Man, so this is what? 2? No, not 2. This is about... Is it the same day? I lost track. So we have been fighting for like a lot of hours now. So I think it's still the same day. Within the 24 hours, yes. It's still within the 24 hours. But then a lot of people has been fighting straight and look at my resources. So we are kind of not that eager to get burnt out in past 7. Because if you think about past 7, like unless you have a situation where one of the KDs is really weak, the best you can do is burn a couple of forts. It's not like you're gonna take over the zone. So whichever way you look at it, all of the camps are gonna go into Kingsland. So in a way, it's kind of better to have some in the tank for Kingsland. They do more damage on their own territory. Yeah, that's kind of true as well. I mean, so I'll go there and kind of see whether we can kind of show it. So this has been going back and forth and non-stop. So now we have the pass. So for few hours today, earlier we didn't even have the pass. They had the pass and they were pushing in. But then before that, we went in and we burned. We did like hours and hours of rallies, each rally hours and hours, and then we kind of burned that, which is repairing, and then we burned the other one as well, which is repairing as well. This one and that one both, yeah. But then now it's kind of even numbers. So what we want to do is, I think I can't really disclose the time and all that. So there's a specific time when we're gonna make a push, and that's when pushing in makes sense. And now it's just open field fighting. So if anyone gets out of position, then you kind of try to push in. Now soon, based on my understanding of the time zones, soon our enemies are gonna have the upper hand and push in, and then few hours later we will have the upper hand and we will probably push in. So it's kind of going back and forth, and it's probably gonna be like this for a while. Now we're just trying to hold the presence there, because if we don't, then they're gonna rally the pass and take the pass again. Wood Gaming, Maverick is the biggest. Maverick, oh, okay, yeah, he was the second biggest before, now the biggest. 1.35 billion. Oh my god, that's a lot of power. Why am I scouting rather than hitting? Oh my god. Hey, not all marches are selected. Rather select all your marches. Okay. Dracula 19 even Farouk from 636 go to 556. Farouk, I think I heard of him. Yeah, he's a big guy as well. What about Ahmed Aziz? Do you guys, since some of the viewers kind of know where everyone is, do you guys know where Ahmed Aziz is now? He's like a top player as well, right? Like he used to be 14-12 with Baba, and then he went 13-36 as well, right, with Baba? Gian, can you give me any tips? I'm a beginner in RoK. Yes, definitely we can. Now we do have quite a few new player guides. So one of the videos I can mention on our channel is there's a guide on 15 things you should be doing in early game. That kind of gives you a bit of an idea. And then we got a guide on how to fight in KvK as well, so that is kind of pretty good as well. We got few guides on what are the commanders that you should be focusing on early game, so definitely refer more to those videos. But in general, like if you're only early game, by beginner I mean you're not in KvK, I am guessing, so what you need to do is be active as much as you can, participate in alliance event, especially fort rallies, so that you can get the books of the Covenant, which is what you need to upgrade your castle. So this is your castle, that building. So the biggest bottleneck in this game is upgrading that building, and you need some sort of a book to upgrade that. It's called Book of the Covenant, and you get that from doing fort rallies. So do all the events and do fort rallies with your alliance and be in an active alliance. By active, I mean if it's a spending alliance, even better, but at least it has to be active, where people are doing lots of fort rallies all day, because like you get way too much benefit from fort rallies. And all of these things that I'm kind of randomly saying now, all of them are in those videos that I talked about, especially the 15 early game tips video. Okay, so I'm gonna do the refresh connection again, because every like 10 minutes or so if I do it, then the lag remains the lowest. Now guys, when we start spectating other KvKs, you're not gonna experience this, because then I'm not gonna be doing it through the tab. For fighting in KvK, for me a tab is a much better option. That's why I'm going through this funny sort of measure. Now what I can do is I can stand behind. Definitely enemy has more marches now. Do they? Well, actually kind of even. Okay, regardless, I'm gonna stand a little behind so that we can go and check out what's happening at the other side. That had rallies. Rallies is more entertaining to watch, right? Rallies is definitely, rally guys, and it's definitely better. I mean more fun. Now 20. Okay, well, Earth Camp has pushed in quite a bit. So you know how we saw all 33 on this side? That's kind of not the case anymore. So definitely more 33, but not enough where they can stop 21 from coming in. So 21 still kind of pushing in. But then they haven't cancelled that rally. That rally is gonna go on for a while. Now they had a Jadwiga. Now it says Zenobia. Now one of the things you'll notice is there's a lot less Amanitore Artemisia now. You know why? Because Cav rallies are more dominant, and then they don't, Amanitore and Artemisia doesn't really hold up well against any Cav, to be honest. Okay, lots of chat. 1973 is open for migration. We got already 2 stars. We are heading for KvK 7. Oh, very good. I mean, having the 2 stars obviously is good. Did the rally get cancelled? Yeah, I don't see the rally anymore. I think the rally got cancelled. Okay, so it's just open field on this side as well. So Maverick is a bot. Maverick is a money-making bot. He makes way too much money. That's why he can spend so much in game. Baba should go to 1960 for oil win. Yeah, 1960 is strong. Saying that, 1960 didn't go that far this time though, right? Like 1960 got out quite early actually. DNS, or was their alliance DNS, dark side, DKDN, something like that. Dark side, I think it was called. That's the alliance that got like the farthest, and even that wasn't too far. And then but then if Baba wanted, oh, 1960, sorry, 1860, I got them confused. Okay, no, sorry, yeah, I'm an idiot. Sorry, Wood Gaming, yes. 1960, I was thinking 1860. 1960 is 60 GT, yeah, obviously, yeah. He can go there. He can obviously go there. Or 1034. 1034 is... I don't think Baba can go 1034. 1034 is... 1034 is... What's it called? 1v. 1v... I don't think 1v takes anyone who doesn't speak Korean in their Ark team. Like, you can maybe be in the KD, but then the 2 or 3 Ark teams they have, you can't join them unless you speak Korean, and that's just to do with having the communication right, because you need to coordinate a lot, right? Ahmed is still 14-12, I think. Oh, okay. Ahmed Aziz is still on 14-12. Okay, okay. Well, that's good. Like, you kind of need all the kingdoms to have the big personalities, right? Then you get more fun KvKs and all. If all the players kind of go to 1 KD, then in a way the fun goes away. In a way, I don't know. Okay, now this is the best case scenario for getting kills, right? Random guy just came all the way into our territory. What are you doing? We got a super chat. Sage, first time here. Interesting Pass 7 opening. Sage, thank you very much for your donation, and I hope you're enjoying our stream. Pass 7 is kind of interesting, yes, but then Pass 7 in a way is kind of boring as well, because of how forts don't burn and forts can have more like capacity and all. It's really hard to win in Pass 7. So guys, I'm just gonna refresh the connection. So every 10 minutes or so I'm refreshing the connection to make sure the lag is low. So past 7, like even in the best case scenario, I mean, it's a different story if it's 1v. Actually, you know what? It's not a different story. So last KvK, when I was in one of the KVs, actually not the last one of the KvKs, when we were losing to 1v, even then we managed to keep 1v from entering our after past 7, zone 6, no, zone 5, zone 6, zone 6, yes, our zone 6. So we managed to keep 1v from getting into our zone 6, and 1v is like, you know, OP, and we were like a B seed type kingdom. So 1v obviously won. In Kingsland they won within the like the first 2 hours. So in a way I think they didn't put enough effort, but either way, like, it's kind of draining your resources and speed ups. 22 billion KP, Ahmed Aziz. Okay, yeah, that's pretty high. Saying that, Goodfather was very close to 30. I think last KvK when we were fighting him, he was 28 or 29, something like that. Am I a Goodfather fan? Yes, I am. A big one, actually. You know why I'm a Goodfather fan? So a very, very long time ago, when I was playing in 1540, no, not 1548, 1584, 1584, yes, 1584. It was a Korean KD, so that's where I was playing with Saz, the friend that I have in 1556. So we were allied with 1556, and then Goodfather was the king of 1556, and during that KvK, I wasn't really like in leadership, but I was in the communication chats where we were kind of trying to coordinate everything. And then Goodfather was so supportive of so many different things, and then we had an agreement about the rewards, and 1556 was kind of supposed to take everything because they were the biggest KD, and you know, we still got decent rewards. But then, like, by the time they were the AKD and we were the BKD, and then by the time we finished KvK, like, he was so good about how to distribute things, rewards and all of that, as in he almost gave us as much rewards as 1556 got, even though they were the A ones, and we had an agreement that they will get more, but he still kind of made it quite even and fair. So that's kind of rare to see nowadays, right? Nowadays people break agreement and then kind of backstab in even light and darkness, which is meant to be like a fixed KvK, fixed alliance KvK. Okay, I'm not gonna get dragged in, I'm gonna stay on our side. Ahmed Aziz had 12 billion gems. Oh my god, 12. You're not saying million, sorry, you're saying million. I was gonna say 12 billion, like, seriously? Okay, now the enemy is coming in quite a bit. They're coming in quite a bit, so they are ready to do the push. This is actually when your enemy is ready to do the push, that's a good sign, because they're gonna come into your territory, and that's when you can get some kills without filling up your hospital. And why am I talking about hospital and being cautious so often? Look at my resources and then you will know, because I pretty much got no resources. Now one of my marches is fighting somewhere. Who is fighting? No one should be fighting. Yes, stand there, wait for them to come in. The marker says meet here, the marker doesn't say push, so stay within our territory. And you can hit that. No, that Alex is going back. Wasn't there a Richard kind of coming in? No, everyone's going back. Camille, hello Camille. Java, Baba TC was at 1412 like 2-3 months ago. Yeah, Baba played 1 KvK, 2 KvKs maybe there, and then he only recently left, I think. Like he just left before Ark League started, so I think it's to do with obviously winning Ark, but okay. Now that Richard was a bait, but then I'm still gonna get that Richard and come back. Run back. Now Saladin, why are you targeted? Why are you always targeted? Like, does people think that Saladin is not tanky at all? Like, but if you look at my marches, who else would you target, right? Like I would target that Saladin out of all the marches that I have. Actually, maybe I'll target the Nebu. Not because I think Nebu is weak, but Nebu does a lot of damage, so I would rather try to get rid of the Nebu. Sage. Yeah, it's a fire watch lol. Fire watch, yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's no fire even now, right? Like it used to. It was burning earlier, but now it's not even burning. It's just, yeah. It's just town patrol, if you like. So we're gonna patrol this purple area and make sure you can't start rallying. Because you know what happens if they rally and take the pass, then there's gonna be all these people that are gonna be off territory and they're gonna get rallied. And then you'll send out your marches at night, and then in the morning you'll see that all of them gave you a massive hospital bill. You know why? Because one of the big whales random ported in and he killed all the farmers. That happens so often. That happened to me in the last KvK as well. Like 1254 Bunny kind of ported in, and Bunny ran around and killed all the farmers. And then Bunny actually even scouted one of my troops, and I was like, oh, such a nice guy, he's giving me a warning, and he's not gonna, I mean, when you port in, you just kill, you don't scout. Why would you scout, right? Like if you're especially Bunny with 7 marches, do you care whether I'm farming with proper troops? Like you just kill all. But then he scouted, and I was like, I gave him a smiley as in, oh, thank you, you're so kind, you're not killing farmers because, you know, you're kind of nice. But then he killed it anyways. But then we were not allies, so it's natural that he would, right? I mean, but I'm just saying, like, losing the pass is not a good idea. Ruboniono 111, is Artemisia as first with Amanitore usable, or they lose value? Because I want garrison talents. Man, I went through that crisis myself a lot, like a lot. So last KvK, that's exactly where I was. I even did a video. So if you want, you can look through our channel and then you will see that we have a video. Sorry, I kind of lost track. I was checking something else. Sorry. So you will see that we did a video about how much of a difference do you have if you got Amanitore and Artemisia, like if you switch the who is primary, who is secondary. But then I'm gonna tell you this, it's a big difference. So Amanitore Artemisia is not the same march as Artemisia Amanitore, and I wanted to save the talent resets as well. It's just not worth it. You definitely want the Amanitore as primary. There's like a huge difference. Actually, to be honest, in the video I think I said there isn't a big difference, or did I say that? I forgot. Just look at the video. Either way, I got the reports in the video as well. But then if you ask me now, definitely stick to the Amanitore primary. Sage, Amani first. Yes, Sage is right. That's really nice. You guys need a king skill. Yes, I think our king is sleeping now. But the king kind of passes on the king when he's not sleeping, so I probably should not have said the king thing. But then I just don't think this is the time we are pushing. So there was a meeting on Discord earlier which I didn't join. Hey, they speak in Thai. I don't speak Thai. I kind of don't get much out of joining a Discord meeting. But anyways, in that Discord meeting, I think there was a plan made on when and what they're gonna do, and I know the time, and I know that I shouldn't be streaming at that time. That's why I'm streaming when there's gonna be no action. Now you know what though? Rather than just standing there, I feel like I should go back and do my KvK. That's gonna take a long time to do. So I gotta do KvK, like gold heads. Why would you miss out on gold heads? And then you gotta do Golden Kingdom. I don't actually know why I do Golden Kingdom, and oh, I do it for the material and stuff. Like, it's kind of annoying to do now, but then I still do. Okay guys, I'm gonna make that bad decision of pulling out my marches, and because now is not the time when we're gonna be doing the pushing, I should probably do my event. Now there's 4 hours of boost left. Like, if I wasn't gonna fight, why did I do the boost? Actually, that'll kind of come handy with KvK as well. So at the moment, see, there's no rally. We're not rallying. We're not rallying. We're not rallying. And they're not rallying the pass either. So this is going to be happening non-stop. Now look at my resources. And that's why I want to be more playing like rally and garrison. Because then I don't have to worry about resources as much. Dead troops. We can afford dead troops. Speaking of dead troops, let's have a look. How much dead have we got so far? Quite a bit actually. 2.7. So for a real whale, that's a bad number. By now, a real whale would have at least 5 million dead. But then I'm not a real whale. I don't spend as much. So that's kind of okay. But I would rather be losing more troops than healing right now. How many kills have we got? 24. Okay, so we're not too far off from the 30, and 30 is the key figure because you do need to get that coin. Refreshing the screen again. Now I don't know why and how this refresh kind of goes away often. Sorry, just refreshing. Where did it go? Oops. Okay guys, I got a problem. Let me just fix it. It'll take like a second. Sorry. So I maximized the screen of the game on the laptop, and then I can't see the chat anymore. Okay, so I just restarted, so everything should be fine. Okay, I can see chat again. Great. Okay, so we did get a decent amount of kills, not the best, but it's not bad, right? Like, you need the 30 and then you get the coin. So 30 is the main aim, and after 30 you focus more on killing troops, killing your own troops by joining rallies and garrisons rather than kind of focusing on the kill. To be honest, you just don't focus on the kill. Whatever you get is whatever you get, right? You can only fight as long as you can fight with resources, speed ups, and time. Now, there's one other thing that we kind of have been doing. We have been pushing the honor roll a little bit as well. So we are on 30 at the moment, and obviously you need to be within top 20. Now 20 is 162, so it's not like it's a big gap. But then, like, if I'm pushing honor, then we need to win KvK, because pushing honor from a losing KvK gets quite expensive, because then you don't have access to the higher level barbs. Now, as soon as I went back, did we start pushing? Guys, you promised me a time. You said this is not when we're gonna be pushing. What are you doing in enemy territory then? Because I was about to close the stream, I took my marches back and I was gonna do events. Okay, now this is not a real push. They kind of went in, but then not really. Now, before we finish the stream, obviously we want to go and have a look at the other side. Now, speaking of the stream, I don't think you guys would like to see Golden Kingdom streams. Like, we're not that famous yet, where doesn't matter what we do, there's gonna be viewers, right? So we're not that at stage, so I'm not gonna do the Golden Kingdom stream right now. We had a stream, we had some interaction, and we saw a lot of action. Now, speaking of action, 621 has pushed in a bit again. And what's that rally? Is that going to a city? No, that's going to a flag. No, that's going to a city. You can't. No, it's going to a flag. Oh my god, so see, that's touching. So it's coming to this flag. Okay, we'll have a look at the rally, see how it goes. So do they have a garrison? Does our allies have this covered? Well, they're gathering marches here, but one of the marches, oh, okay, well, he's showing the emoji. He wants that rally to come. Dang Nguyen, Baba wanted to play one last KvK with Tintin, who is retired at the moment. They were friends before. Yeah. Oh, Tintin is retiring or retired. I know of Tintin. Why didn't they garrison? Because it doesn't matter. Does it not matter? Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter. Yeah, but it's an unsupported rally, so if you garrison, then you still get good kills out of it. In 636, I mean. Oh, okay. Ruboniano, thanks. You're welcome, man. Yeah. Guan Leo, Alex CJ, CPO Harold, Nevsky William, Saladin YSG for open field. What do you think? I think that's pretty good actually. Everything that you said, there's nothing wrong anywhere. Like, there are few other better commanders that can come in, but in terms of the pairing that you have, there's absolutely nothing wrong there. Prot, bro, why don't you play the PC version of RoK? Man, I did. The previous stream that we did was using the PC version. So where I kind of struggle is because I play a lot of Age of Empires on the PC, and then it's a similar kind of game, but then the unit control is different. So when I'm playing with the mouse, naturally I try to do things where I'll play how I play in Age of Empires. So when it comes to PC, I kind of lose control. So say for example, I would try to do a square around my troops and drag, but that doesn't work in Rise of Kingdoms, right? I'll try to right click and left click to attack. That doesn't work in Rise of Kingdoms either. So I kind of got quite lost. So I noticed that I get more hospital builds and then less kills, so it just didn't work. So we are going to use the PC version. When we are casting other people KvK, but then when I have to fight myself, I rather just do this, what we're doing now. So the picture quality, it is not necessarily the PC version level, but I think it's still watchable, right? It's still 1080p. So, and then the lag, every 10 minutes I have to hit a refresh button, then it's a lot better. Now eventually I can get rid of that as well, but for that I need to start making some money first, and that's when I can buy a proper gaming PC, because now all I have is a laptop and a tab, so I got nothing that's stream dedicated. Okay, so it looks like we are pushing in. So am I gonna go back out again? I don't know. I don't know. Feels like we should kind of go back out again. Yeah. Juan, Leo, Alex, CJ. Oh, I answered that already. Jack, why don't your kingdom go around and help your allies? Huh? It's not. We're not connected, so we can't go there. So there's like no way to go, I guess. But actually that's not true. We can take the pass. Yeah, you're right, we can take the pass, and then we can kind of do a fort here and whatever, but then they should have carpet flagged the whole area. So I don't know. And then I don't know whether strategically that'll be kind of like a good option, because you want to focus on Kingsland. So with this zone, if you're not winning it, you're meant to be holding it, which is what 33 kind of should be doing. Unless you have a 1v type OP out there kingdom, you can't really go out of your way and help your allies in Heroic Anthem until you are in what's it called, Kingsland. And then if speaking of going helping out, look at this. So it's not like we didn't have the pass for a while, and it's not like we got control of our immediate enemies area, right? So if half of us go on the other side, and by half of our, I mean, look at how many people we got. So this is not a situation where we can go out and, you know, help out, and it'll be like a good call, I guess. Okay guys, so hour and a half into it, we are going to call it a day, because what I should be doing now is I should be finishing my Karuak, I should be finishing my Golden Kingdom. By the time I finish both of them, then I think I can come back here and start pushing, because at the moment we're just going up and trying to take a position. We haven't started rally and garrison yet, and then I'm pretty sure throughout the rest of the night there will be a lot of action. So I will probably not be streaming again today, but then if there's like massive action, then we'll try to capture some of that footage for our next video or future videos. So reminder for everyone, please don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can catch us on our future streams, and you can join our Discord as well, which should be in the link. On our Discord we have talent trees and equipment guides and so on, and obviously you get to meet the rest of the community quite a bit as well. So if you have questions that you couldn't ask in live stream, or you can't make the time to be on our live stream because of time zone and whatever, you can kind of ask all those questions in Discord as well. I kind of try to answer a lot of them myself, but then even if I'm not there, you can get help from other people, but I am usually there because at the moment I'm off work, so I have a bit more free time to kind of do our gaming things. Now why it's a Nevsky, right? Yes, it's a Nevsky. So by the way, finishing touches on this conversation would be, that's like a really good pair to rally with nowadays, Attila and Nevsky. I got Attila, but I don't have Nevsky. I really want to get Nevsky very soon, but this is where my Nevsky is. Like this is where I'm thinking, like, should I even, like, he's that good, but should I even 1-1-1-1? Because all the last few wheels I had to go for this guy, and he's still not maxed. He's 5-5-1-5. Art camp, please, haha. Okay, we'll have a look at your pass as well, Wood Gaming. What are you doing? Are you pushing in? Yes, you are pushing in. Are you burning stuff? It's only exciting if you're burning stuff. You are burning that, but you have been burning that for a while now, actually. What about this? When do I start panicking about the outcome of the KvK? Is when that fort burns. So if that fort burns, then we are gonna start panicking. Alright, Musab Rahman, hey man, how are you? Man, you came a little too late, so we are about to wrap up. So guys, not gonna prolong anymore. Beautiful action going on, but we still gonna call it a day, but because we kind of need to do the events, and then we'll probably stream again tomorrow. So I'm sure the action will be there tomorrow as well. So tomorrow, if we are under pressure and fire camp has pushed in, then we will stream. If we manage to push in, we will stream. If this is what's going on screen, then I can't promise we will stream, because this is where I'm kind of useless myself. I got no resources, as you can see, so I'm not doing that many field fights. I'm kind of reserving resources for what's it called, Kingsland. Alright, thank you everyone for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow again. Bye for now. Actually, I need to thank a few people before I say bye. So we got Gyan Dave, for the subscription. Thank you very much. And we have Sage for the super chat of $2. Thank you very much. First time here and you're already contributing heavily to the channel. Much appreciated. And thank you everyone else as well for all the likes and the subscribes and for being on chat. Bye everyone.